tough and unfortunate year. And you got Marcus Smart, who's out too, man. Boston is just getting killed right now.
Yeah, that's a bad situation for them right now. They were riding high. They were winning games. They were having success. And now you look at this. This even shakes up the East even more. And Mocha Bella says, yes, Kyrie out. Good for the Heat. The Heat is in the 7th spot. Celtics in the 2nd spot for now. Mocha Bella looking out for those Miami Heat. And D Wade back in the building. Also, Jeff Fox of 2 Live Stews and XY affiliates is repping at every single game. Shout out to him, man, doing big things with his career. And then Kevin, real quick, what's your thoughts on what this means for the Celtics?
Yeah, that's devastating because the playoffs start in 3 weeks, and his timetable 3 to 6 weeks, which means he'll either be out for a potential first-round matchup against the Heat, or at worst, it gets into a second-round matchup, depending on if the Boston Celtics can get out of the first round. But I think the bigger picture is that are we starting to notice what's happening in terms of these injuries in both the East and the West in relation to the Cleveland Cavaliers, as the Cleveland Cavaliers continue to get healthy with Kevin Love and Tristan Thompson eventually coming back. The Golden State Warriors are dealing with injuries in terms of all 4 of their superstars. And then you've got this thing going on with Boston, as Tyler mentioned, with Marcus Smart with a broken hand, now Kyrie Irving with a knee injury, and Cleveland just beat Toronto the other night. If you're a Cleveland Cavaliers fan and you're watching what's happening here, things are starting to kind of maybe open up for you if you're a Cavalier fan going into the rest of this regular season, into the playoffs. But as far as Boston is concerned, obviously dealing with Gordon Hayward being out, Marcus Smart now, and then Kyrie Irving, who's been phenomenal for them all year. It's a devastating blow, but I think if they are able to get him back by the time the playoffs start in 3 weeks, Mocha Bella's Miami Heat might have some problems dealing with one. Uncle Drew's got a new movie coming out this summer, so I think Kyrie Irving.
Can I say something quickly about that? Yeah. So I am a firm believer in the Illuminati, and I think that one LeBron James
is a leader
is in one of the higher chairs. Yes, he's definitely one of the leaders. This is the work of the devil. All these Golden State injuries, the Kyrie injury, he has a smooth path right back to the finals again. This is nothing but the devil. I just wanted to point that
out. You look at all the stuff that has happened this year. You look at all of those moves that were made, and Dollars and Cents says, stop it. He says, stop it. He's a Cavs fan, so he says, Cavs, baby. But LeBron is involved in a lot more than I think we think and what we want to say. And I've already said it. He is very, very involved in everything that goes on with the Cavs, very involved with everything that goes on in the NBA, period. So don't underestimate the power of LeBron James. Yep. Don't underestimate the power that he has. So with 2 other things I wanted to say.
Illuminati.
And yes, there was a question in the chat room. RC said, didn't Steph get hurt again last night? Yes, he did. He sprained his MCL. They're going to have an MRI today. Also wanted to mention the Big 3 has hired the first female head coach in professional men's sports. Big 3, man, is doing big things. Pun intended. Big 3 with Cube. He also just promoted or has Clyde Drexler as a commissioner. He's had Nate Robinson. He's had multiple different players, former NBA players. I'm thinking this is the new thing right there. I think especially it's not competing with the NBA. It gives you some basketball, and during that middle season time, and it's fun. It's fun to watch. And real quick, talk about what's your thoughts on the Big 3 going into year number 2, Kevin, and what they may be looking at going into this next year.
Yeah, I love the Big Three. I really do. The concept, it's interesting. The concept is rather simple. You know, get a whole bunch of old-time NBA players, play some 3-on-3 basketball, and travel across the country so folks can see you. It doesn't seem like it's that difficult of a concept, but somebody had to think of it, and he did, and it's been successful. And now, obviously, having to deal with some controversy, removing Roger Mason as the league's commissioner and replacing him with Clyde Drexler, now hiring Nancy Lieberman, who obviously is a basketball Hall of Famer and brings instant credibility as not only a former player but a coach. I love the Big Three. I love its concept. I love what they do from an entertainment standpoint. The games move rather quickly. They have some great commentating on Fox Sports 1 with my man Gus Johnson. Love him. So I love everything that the Big Three does, and they're obviously gaining players entering into the draft. I think I just saw either yesterday or the day before, Chris Birdman Anderson has put his name in the hat to potentially be drafted this summer as a part of the Big Three. So these guys are having an opportunity to, play some competitive basketball, and the games are really competitive, which I love. And the Big Three has been successful and good for Ice Cube. And the league has been fun to watch, and I think they'll continue to have success go forward as they continue to not only have the league as it is currently constructed, but potentially in expansion also. So I love the concept of the Big Three and what they do, and I know they'll be down here in Dallas later on this summer, so hopefully get a chance to go see some of their games. But, yeah, I love the Big Three.
Yeah, and I'm definitely hoping to go check it out this year. Tyler, I know you're a basketball guy. Tell me what you're thinking on the Big Three going into year 2.
Yeah, same here. I love it. It's perfect timing. It's right after the NFL. It's before the summer league. So it gives you something to watch on television if you're having that, that little itch to watch some sports. I felt like last year kind of took a little black eye with the Ice Cube lawsuit and Iverson not showing up for this and that. But it's a second year, and it gives you the opportunity to watch stars that you used to grow up loving. And you still have an opportunity to see them on the court. It's just a great idea by Cube, and I'm rooting for him. I hope it stays around for the next couple of years. I wonder what this fake football league is going to do as far as ratings towards it, though.
Yeah, that's interesting. You definitely do have to think about that. There's going to be a lot competing, or a lot of things going on to compete for people's attention, and what are people going to watch. All right, so the time you guys have all been waiting for. We're about to get into this Cowboys talk. We're going to take a quick break. Right after that, we'll be talking about Cowboys. Chat room is still heating up. Dollars and Cents says, he said, your Cowboys need some Illuminati help. And he said LeBron loves the Cowboys, so how's that working out for you? He's not casting his spell. He's not casting a spell on the Cowboys. He's only doing it for the Cavs. He only got so many spells to poke. But we'll be right back. You're tuned in to the BS3 Sports Show. Special guest Tyler Butler of Enough with the BS podcast. Also, Kevin Gray of Clutch Talk Sports. So we will be right back. Stay tuned. Get all your hating comments all charged up. Put them in your clipboard so you can get them ready. But we'll be right back. Hey, what's up, BS3 Sports listeners? If you're trying to look fresh to death, but you're on a budget, dress to impress for less at Prime Ties to Go on Facebook and Instagram. You can get high quality ties, bow ties, cufflinks, handkerchiefs, bracelets, watches, and lapel pins exclusively at Prime Ties to Go on Facebook and Instagram. Get yours today.
He shoots. He scores. It's D-Jax, and I'm live with BS3 Sports Show. Keep it locked.
All right, we are back in the BS3 Sports Show. Once again, like I said, we have Kevin Gray and we have Tyler Butler, part of the X Squad, and we are ready ready to talk these Cowboys right now with, Tyler had a clock on these Cowboys because they weren't making any moves. And basically he said, by Saturday, if y'all don't have anything done, I'm going to have to use the mute button. Well, Cowboys have made some moves. They have made some additions. They made one today, made some additional moving around with the cap and with the money situation. But first of all, I wanted to talk about former Cowboys leaving and Orlando Scandrick. Orlando decides he wants to go to the Redskins. And okay, if that's what you want to do, that's fine.
Come on, son.
But you're going to a team that is not that good. They're paying you because you're a former Cowboy, which they seem to do every single year. They want to pay our scrap heap players, or the players that can't play a full season. So, what's your thoughts on Orlando going to the Redskins? We get to face them twice a year. It's probably not going to play a full year. But Kevin, go ahead. Let me know what's your thoughts when you've seen that go across your timeline.
Man, good riddance. Look, I understand he spent 10 years as a Dallas Cowboy. At times was a very good football player for this team, and he saw the writing on the wall. This team is getting younger. The secondary is getting better with Byron Jones and Chidobe Awuzie, and his role was reducing. And his inability to stay healthy over the last few seasons made him expendable. And I think he saw the writing on the wall and got ahead of it and asked for his release. And the Cowboys granted his opportunity to go elsewhere. So with him going to, play for Washington, I hope he has a good time with that. They got, Alex Smith as their quarterback now, and I hope that it works out for him. And I hope that Allen Hurns can torch him to a couple of times this coming season as a part of the Dallas Cowboys now. But, solid player for this franchise for a long time, meant a lot to this community. But at the same time, he's part of the Washington football team. And if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, you were born and you understand that you don't like the Washington football team. And he now is a part of that. Alfred Morris switched sides to the right side when he came from Washington to Dallas. And unfortunately, Orlando Scandrick went to the wrong side. So went to the dark side. So good for him. Hope him and Drea enjoy themselves out in Washington and get it popping for them. So good for him.
Yeah, I just think it was going to happen sooner or later. He asked for a release. They also cannot depend on him to play a full season, so you got to make this move. You have to. You can't allow somebody to stay on the team when you got a young secondary that should be able to go ahead and play. But Tyler, what's your thoughts on the Scandrick going to the Redskins or Deadskins?
Yeah, the writing was on the wall last year when we drafted 25 defensive back in the draft. I knew he was out the door. I mean, you can't stay on the field. He's hurt every single year. Seems as if he's more focused on basketball-wise than getting healthy. Washington was the only bum team that wanted him. Good riddance. We'll see you twice a year. Good luck covering Dez and Allen Hurns once we eat you alive on the field.
Yeah, Angry Black Man says he's figured out why not go play for another non-playoff team.
Yeah, nobody wanted him. I mean, you're an injury-prone defensive back. I'm surprised you even got a contract.
Yeah, Angry Black Man also says Cowboys fan thinks Sean Lee is God, the most over-discussed.
Oh, man.
Well, look, okay? When he's on the field, he produces, okay? That's not our fault that he can't stay healthy or he can't stay on the field. But every single time he's on the field, I guarantee you his name is going to be called multiple times because he's all over the field, okay? So forget that, okay? X that comment out. Let me see if I can delete that. Can I delete comments? No, I'm going to leave it there. But anyway.
I mean, numbers don't lie. When he's on the field, we win.
All right.
When he's off, we lose.
Yeah, he is very, very key to this team. Going into this draft, though, which we're going to talk about this, we're going to have to draft a linebacker that is not either on drugs or has flop foot syndrome. We need a linebacker that is fully healthy.